Hello students, today we are going to start new unit 5, lines and angles. You all have learned about lines and angles in earlier classes also. So let's recall. First one is point. A point is a geometrical element which has no dimensions. So a point, it has no dimension. Line. A line is a straight path which has no endpoints, and we can extend the two endpoints of a line in either direction endlessly. Okay, and we denote it as this PQ and a line arrows on both sides. Then line segments. A line segment is a straight path which has two endpoints. So a line segment, it has a fixed length and has two endpoints, and we denote it as this AB and line segment. Next is ray. A ray is a line which has one endpoint and endless from another side. So here this A is a fixed endpoint, and in this direction we can extend the line. So here we denote the ray AB like this. Next is angle. An angle is formed when lines or line segments meet. So here you can see that OA and OB line are meeting at point O. So here O, we will say it as vertex. So here O will be known as, this meeting point will be known as vertex. OA and OB. OA and OB. These are the arms of this angle, and we name it as angle AOB. The meeting point, the vertex we will write in the center. So here this is angle AOB. So angle is formed when two lines or line segments or rays meet at a point, and it is known as vertex. OA and OB, these are the arms of this angle. Now let's recall about types of angles. First one is acute angle. So you all know about these types of angles. Acute angle whose measure is less than 90 degree, like 40 degree, 35 degree. These all are the examples of an acute angle. Next is obtuse angle. So an angle whose measure is more than 90 but less than 180, that are obtuse angles. Right angle whose measure is equal to 90 degree, that is right angle. Straight angle, an angle whose measure is equal to 180 degree, that is straight angle. Reflex angle whose measure is more than 180 but less than 360, it is known as reflex angle. Complete angle which measures equal to 360 degree, that is known as complete angle. Let's see now what are complementary angles. When the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degree, the angles are called complementary angles. For example, 30 degree, 60 degree. So these two angles, if we add 30 and 60, it will be equal to 90 degree. So here the sum of these two angles is 90 degree. Therefore, we will say that 30 degree and 60 degree are complementary angles. Same as 35 and 55 degree, these are also complementary angles because their sum is 90 degree. Whenever two angles are complementary, each angle is said to be the complement of the other angle. So here this is the pair of complementary angles. So we will say that 60 degree is complement of 30 degree and 30 degree is complement of 60 degree. Like if we are given an angle 40 degree and we are to find out its complement, 40 degrees complement. So how we find? We will subtract 40 degree from 90 degree and 50 degree. We have got 50 degree. So 50 degree is the complement of 40 degree. Okay. So I think it is clear that when two angles are complementary, each angle is said to be the complement of the other angle. So 40 degree and 50 degree, these are complement to each other. Now let's see what are supplementary angles. When the sum of the measures of two angles is 180 degree, the angles are called supplementary angles. For example, 120 degree, 60 degree. So here, if we add these two angles, its sum is 180 degree, same as 70 and 110. If we add, its sum is also 180 degree. Therefore, these two are the pairs of supplementary angles. So whenever two angles are supplementary, each angle is said to be the supplement of the other angle. Like if I take an example that you are given an angle 100 degree. Find the supplement of this angle. So to find the supplement of this angle, you will subtract it from 180 degree, because the sum of two angles, if it is 180 degree, then these are supplementary angles. So to find supplement, you will subtract 100 from 180 and it is equal to 80 degree. So 80 degree is the supplement of 100 degree, or we will say that 100 is supplement of 80 degree. So both are supplement to each other. Next is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles have common arm, a common vertex, but no common interior points. So it is a pair of two angles which are placed next to each other. So here in this figure you can see that these are two angles, angle A and angle B. These have a common vertex. So it is a common vertex and one common arm. This is common arm of both angles. Okay, so for angle A, this is the arm, and for angle B also, this is the arm. So it is known as common arm, and this is a common vertex. And these are placed next to each other. So these are known as adjacent angles. Next is linear pair. A pair of adjacent angles whose non-common arms make opposite rays, that is a single straight line, are called linear pair. Okay, a linear pair is also a pair of supplementary angles as their sum is 180 degree. So here you can see that first of all these two angles 110 degree and 70 degree, these are adjacent angles because this is a common arm and this is a common vertex. And now the non-common arms, these non-common sides of this angle are forming a straight line. They are placed opposite to each other and making a straight line. So these are now known as linear pair. So these adjacent angles will be known as linear pair. And also it is a pair of supplementary angles because these are forming a straight angle. Okay, and we know that straight angle, its measure is 180 degree. So here if we check that 110 plus 70, it is equal to 180 degree. Next one is vertically opposite angles. So when two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. So here when two lines are intersecting, these four angles are formed, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the angles which are opposite to each other will be equal. So here A is opposite to B. So these are pair of vertically opposite angles and it will be equal. Angle A will be equal to angle B, and P and Q, these are opposite to each other. So it is also forming a pair of vertically opposite angles, and the angle of P will be equal to angle Q. Measures of angle P and Q will be equal. So these are known as vertically opposite angles. So whenever two lines intersect each other, then the pair of vertically opposite angles will be equal.